Joined by Mark by Cama. How are you, Mark?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
We are very excited for this. Now, as soon as we knew that you guys were here and we saw augmented reality, we all went, let's go there, let's go there. Why are we so fascinated with AR?
Well, it's just because it's kind of surreal when you look at the way augmented reality overlays on top of what you're looking at. And when you actually experience it, it's kind of wow. I've had customers come up and go, that is amazing. We need that now in our factory. Let's get it because our engineers will love it. So that's really been a really positive reaction on this technology. So, I mean, I've seen it demonstrated to me over screens and on Teams over the last few months, gone, yeah, it looks fine. But actually, when you experience it and hold the iPad yourself, it really is very interactive and really helpful.
Well, I was going to say, we're going to show the guys at home and the people here at the stands and PPMA TV, but it's not the same as actually being here on the stand.
Stand and try it out and have a look. They'll be pretty blown away.
But this is what we were talking about yesterday. Like, we had a year without PPMA TV, and then we got petrols, and everything's trying to go against us. But so much footfall here the last few days, and I really feel they need to see this in person. Would you like to give us a demo?
Absolutely. So what we have is, on the screen here, I've got on the iPad an app that we will bring up our technology. So what we'll do is share, I'll put a machine in the space.
Okay.
So we have one of our case packers here. So what I'll do is I'll put that on the ground in the show here. And that now is on there. It's only a small scale, make it a bit bigger. Oh, I'll have to just do the mirroring.
Is this a mirror?
There we go. So this is the machine here. We've got it, and I can twiddle it around. But what the idea of it is that I can show all sorts of different features for engineers. So when they've got the machine in their factory, rather than it being virtual reality like this, overlaid on the machine will be features. And so we've got maintenance procedures, we've got changeover procedures for training people, and we've got spare parts elements. So this, for instance, each of these lozenges on the different parts of the machine link to different parts of the manual and the specific pages within the manual so that people can then go through and train themselves up. So rather than having to thumb through an index, work out which bit of the machine they're looking at, they can just point the iPad at the machine, and hey presto, they know what they've got to do. So we've got that for various different aspects of the machine, and it really has been really helpful. People have found this really fascinating.
But I think this is something that's going to transfer over to every consumer for a lot of things. There's so many times when we're building something, you're trying to do something, and if you've got this augmented reality that can show you, actually that part goes there. This is where you need to be looking. It's going to make engineers' jobs so much simpler.
I've had that exact feedback from engineering managers saying, well, this is what we want to do in our factories, because they're already trying to track data, track what their engineers are doing, what happens on machines, and quite frankly, they're not always getting that data back. It's on paper, it gets lost, and some of the old school guys don't want to move to iPads, but the younger guys coming through, the apprentices, all the rest of it, are all fully teched up, want to do it, and really engage. And that engagement is a key part of why they want to do it, because bringing engagement from the engineers to say, right, we want these machines to work, we know how to get the data in there, we know how to put our we've got the right technology and the right tools to help us to support what we're doing, then that really buys into getting the results they need to have.
And also, presumably, there's an efficiency thing here as well.
Yeah.
How much time is spent taking this machine apart, looking for the thing that you're looking for to try and solve your problem, whereas this machine can do it for you, where you're going, what you're looking for. That's got to be an efficiency thing.
Exactly. So with the virtual reality part that we're looking at here, is they can do this back in the office whilst the machine's running. So they can think about, right, I've got to do a maintenance routine. What's involved? Run through it on the iPad first before you get to the machine and go, oh, I've forgotten that spanner, or I've got the wrong part, or whatever it is. So they can do it. So it's a great training module, and that therefore, new people come in, they're not as familiar with equipment. They can have a little try using this to give them an idea what they got to do, rather than just turning up and flailing with their spanners as they might do, So it's been really well received from lots of different people about how this was going to work in their factories.
And of course, quite simply, you can put it onto a giant screen as you've got here.
Absolutely.
You can put it onto a big screen and really get detailed in depth with it.
Walk into the machine, that's the crazy thing here. Oh, if only the big screen was working. So now we are virtually standing inside a machine.
Incredible.
Yeah. So
you can get really up close and personal with every nut and bolt in there.
Absolutely. You can see each sensor, you can see each chain link on there and everything else. So it's really,
I love it. If you are at PPMA, you have to come and look at this. It was something incredible, isn't it? It really is quite fascinating. But Mark, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Pleasure. Thank you so much. All right.
I'm never gaming with you though, because I feel like you've got an unfair advantage. More from PPMA TV live at the NEC in Birmingham.